Okay, this will be a new feature on my channel, and it will be audio only. Purely because it's a day trading feature on I day trade the stock market, you know that if you watch my channels. So the time I finish trading, sometimes I'll be finished trading about 8 o'clock in the evening, and it's dark, yeah. But as I live in my car, I don't have my lights on after a certain time, just for like not to draw attention, I suppose. But so this is going to be an audio only feature on a Thursday. It's going to be either Thursday day trades or trade it Thursday or whatever. Something like that. Day trade Thursday. Yeah, day trade Thursday. Something like that. That's probably what the title will be. Um, each Thursday. So I've got my website address Wednesday, which is my cup of tea, and I'll have a Thursday day trade because for example, yeah, this is my day at the moment, yeah. So this is my week, yeah. I've had no work Monday, no work Tuesday, New Year's Day Wednesday, so I couldn't work. I had a day this week, which today, which is such a lucky. I've got no work tomorrow at the moment. Uh, but yes, I day traded. I had a balance of about in my practice account day trading. I had a balance of about 52 and a half, 53, something like that, between 52, 53 and a half thousand as a day trading balance, which I've traded from 40,000 upwards. Yeah. So during the Christmas New Year period, the festive period, there was a business. The stock market has been open the odd day here and there, but as in the practice account, whether it's been open for real, I don't know. But as I can't afford to trade for real, so I'm just learning my skills in a practice account. So, but using live prices. So like Monopoly, yeah, you go around the board, but you're not using the actual 10 and 20 quid notes. So you're just using Monopoly money. But you're still getting the idea of going around the board and buying property and renting property and like that sort of thing. Like day trading in a practice account is the same thing, using live share prices. So basically, had I put real money on, I'd have got the same results for real money, not pretend money. But in pretend money, if you lose the lot, you don't lose the lot because it's just pretend money, right? So there we are. So in during the festive period, just recently, I had a balance of about 52,000, 53,000. So, excuse me, it's been a long day. I've done about 6 hours driving, so well, it's not a long day for driving, but was for me today. So yeah, excuse the cars as well. They're coming through about 50, 60 miles an hour. Just where I parked, and that's another story. I've just run the battery flat in the car, and it wouldn't turn over at all. But this car's just got a fluky battery, so it wouldn't turn over. And it's I'd left the thing on my phone on charge and fell asleep because I didn't sleep. I didn't get that much sleep last night, but I'd done 6 hours driving today into Wales. So just use it. So that's driving generally, like trucks and labour. Sometimes they don't get the best night's sleep if they get rocked around with the wind or whatever, yeah, or where they park. So there I was. It wouldn't turn over, and then I thought I'll leave it for 5 minutes and see if it tries it again. So from not being able to turn over to a flat battery, 5 minutes later, it turned over. Get in. So that's where I'm now. I'm in the middle of nowhere because I just had to get in the car. I couldn't leave the car and switch it off overnight because it's got a flat battery on a flat battery because it wouldn't start tomorrow morning. So I had to just take it out for a bit of a spin to get some power back in the battery. So yeah, so day trading Thursday, right? It's going to be a new feature, and it'll be like this, audio only, right? Because sometimes I trade at the American Stock Exchange, which doesn't finish till about 8:30, 9 at night UK time, which is dark in the UK, obviously when time it finishes. So I don't know if yeah, I can't do it now. So I don't know. I should change it over. So excuse me. So today, but during the festive period, I've done some trades. I've done 3 trades, and it went down in one day from 52,500 the balance down 12.5 grand. Yeah, in one day. But then it was actually like New Year's Day and whatever. Yeah, and it was like since then it's been like where there's been no trading days, so I couldn't actually get the money. I couldn't trade again until the stock market opened. So there I was sitting with 3 trades. One was down for 4,300. One was down for about 4,700. One was down for about 3,500. Yeah. But there's a guy on YouTube, and he said, I think he's Warrior Trading. I think is what he's called. If you ever look at it, he's a day trader. He show you how to do it. And like now, it's a brand new year, so he starts with a new budget, and he just day trades his he sets himself a budget every new year, every new year, and starts again from not a lot, and day trades that budget and up to see what he gets at the end of the year. But he says something. I think his phrase is "trade without fear," and it's right. When you're day trading, don't trade with fear because you make mistakes. You're trying to chase the losses, just like a guy on a fruit machine does. They chase the losses. Once they've lost a lot of money, they're trying to think, well, if I carry on putting money in it, I'll get it back, and that's not the case. So it's right what he says when you're day trading. Don't think about what you've lost. Just trade with it as if you hadn't lost it at all. So yes, so today, so this will go out about Friday morning, but it's being done on recorded on Friday evening, Thursday evening. So this is day one. This is my first day trade at Thursday. Uh, so there I was today, this morning, down 12.5 grand. Went to work, done 8 hours driving a van. Come home. I haven't got a lot of money, so I used a bit of a voucher I had and put a £5 in fuel, which is handy because that's the fuel that I've now actually had to use to put some energy back in the battery. And so, and then I day traded this afternoon. So about 4 o'clock. Now I don't look at the stock market until about 4 because it goes in the States. It goes up, down, like it does in the UK. It goes up and down all over the place for the first hour and a half, 2 hours. So I don't take much notice the first 2 hours of the stock market. I let it do what it wants to do first. Then I see if it's going to go up or down. And whatever it does after the first 2 hours, it tends to do that all day. So if it's going to go down, it will do it from about 2 hours into the stock market. It will go down all day long, pretty much. Or I assume it does. So that's what. So if it starts going down, I just ignore the day and forget about it. I don't trade that day. If it goes up after 2 hours, I tend to trade and leave it on and see where the day takes me. I'll check it about halfway through the day, about 4 hours into the stock market day. So there I was today, right? So I've done my day's work, finished about 2 o'clock. Come home. Home is where you park it when you live in a car, isn't it? So there I am, right? Parked up, and it's about. So I let it trade. I looked at it. I just looked at my trades. So I did nothing. Yeah. So it wasn't going to do it anyway, whether I looked at my trades or not. And it started to pull round. My trades started to pull round today. From 4,300 down, about 4,700 down on a different trade, and 3.5 grand or so, whatever it is. Another trade, right? And they started to come round, and they was down to 1,600 down, which is actually it's pulled. So that's about they're both about 1700 down on two of them. and one was only 500 down. So one of my trades pulled back 4 grand into the positive. So one of my trades made 4 grand, and the other two made 3 grand each, which gave me 10 grand back. And I didn't do anything for it. You see, this is it. See, if you panic when you trade, when I'd have gone 12.5 grand down, it's very easy to have thought, well, I can't lose any more because it's just going to eat my balance up, my 40,000 balance that I had left. So then you think, oh no, you go into that. So it's very easy for someone to actually day trade and go into that panic mode and think, oh, and then close the trades down. But you only lose money if you close the trades. If you don't close the trades and let them ride, they just float up and down. Yeah. Now, it's almost like if you're day trading, if you're my age, old fogey age, right, 50, whatever, you can go back to the Pike and Mannering, yeah. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering, don't panic, panic. But if you think like that when you day trade, right, yeah, don't panic, Mr. Mannering, yeah. That should be your little phrase above your computer or your laptop or whatever you trade on, or your phone, yeah. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. And if you think like that, you you'll trade better. So had I have closed my trades down, it would have cost me 10.5, 12 grand, about 12.5 grand. So, and then I would have to have day traded. I would then have had to. I would have lost where the trades were on those stocks, on their options that I traded. So I've closed 2 of them down now, and the one is still actually one I let carry on. Right. So I would have had to, if I'd have closed those trades down at 12,500 down, my balance would then be of £40,000. And then I would have to then re-find or work out where the trades were to see whether I was going to trade up or down the curve, yeah, or the graph. But then I'd have to find out by error again, so I could have lost another 12 grand finding out. So I could have lost 24 grand off of 52 balance, which is almost half of my trading balance. But then, and I could have even got that wrong as well. So I could have traded 2, 3, 4, 5 times trying to find the curve, trying to find where the market is again, to work out where I am, where if the stock's going up or down. So by letting it carry on, it went to the bottom of the. Like I look at day trading as like waves in the sea. It went down to the bottom of the wave and come back up of its own accord, which saved me having to then try and work out where the stock, if I'd have closed the trades down, where to pick the trades back up again, because I'd have to watch the market again and see where they are. But by letting it go and letting it ride, yes, you stand the chance of going down another 12, 13, 15 grand, so that going down to half your balance, if not more than that. But you'll find the bottom of the wave, so to speak, in day trading. And I had to find the bottom of the wave in the day trading, in my day trade, so to speak, which I did. And it's just lucky that I was actually looking at it when it actually came back up the wave, or the graph, the day trade graph. And I recognised the patterns, and I thought, oh, this is going up, this is carrying on. But then I think, well, do you wait? Because then you could think, well, is this going to be the best part of the trade? And it might be. And then it could just be going back down to where it was, down to 4.5 grand down. So then at that point, I thought, well, one of my trades had made 4 grand. over nearly four. It had made about 4,300 about 4,250, and it was 50. I had the chance to have actually closed it at 200 quid up, so I could have actually made four and a half grand off this trade in one day. Yeah, within 4.5, 5 hours of trading, without me doing a single thing. But then I let it go down to minus 50, and I thought even at minus 50, I've made 4,250 of it. Well, it's made me. I've not had to do anything for that, so I closed it at minus 50, and I closed the other two at minus 1,600 each. But that still brought my balance back up to 50 grand from 40 grand or whatever it was. So I was still 3 grand down. But I can make the 3 grand. I'm not worried about 3 grand, but I've made 75% of my 12.5 grand loss in my trades. So in about a week or 2 weeks, in about 2 week, no more than a week and a half. I think I traded between Christmas and New Year on the working days. There was a couple of working days in the stock market between those days. So I went down 12.5 grand and come back up about 10 in less than about 3 days trading. So I've now closed, and then I left the one. I reopened the one that was minus 50 and traded on the same trade. And then I fell asleep because I've done a bit of driving this morning. Driving does make you a bit tired. So plus I had to do a handball a ton of stuff as well on the pallet. So I dozed off. I had a power nap this afternoon. So when I woke up, the stock market had closed. So I can't close this trade out until tomorrow morning now. And that has now gone from minus 50 to £1,300 up. I was asleep when that happened. So that's day trading, right? It can happen like that. So I've earned, so that's 10 grand as it is. Well, I'm now at 50 grand. 50 grand. So I made 9 earlier, and I've made about 1,300 on top. If I close out tomorrow on this trade, depending on what it does, it may do a bit more than that. It may go up to more than that. And if it does, I may open the other 2 trades I've done earlier today. I may open them up tomorrow, briefly. But I probably will intend to actually close the trades tomorrow. I probably won't leave them over the weekend. So it just goes to show that don't panic if you lose a quarter of your balance, your trading balance, because all that's happening is you've opened your trade somewhere down the point of the downward wave in day trading terms. So you're halfway down the slide. It's like snakes and ladders, isn't it? Yeah, snakes and ladders. You're halfway down the snake. So if you go up, then you've got to work your way up, like throw the dice. It takes a long way to get back up the top again, right? Yeah. So, but I've actually, so it can do it. It can do it itself if you wait. Patience is a virtue, I reckon. If you wait for the day trades to actually do it themselves, it saves you having to do the hard work of trying to find it and day trade it yourself. And I learned that lesson today because it done all the stock market done all the hard work for me, which means I haven't got to do day trading to actually trade back 12.5 grand. So I'm now 9. I'm about 10.5 up. So I'm now only about 2 grand down, and I may even make that tomorrow, depending on how this trade goes. So that's how I've actually pulled back 10 grand in virtually a day, despite going to work driving a van for 8 hours. And you've only got to look in Indeed and see what van driving pays. Yeah? So I could be a day trader and living life in driving a Ferrari. Yeah. But because I can't afford to, I just do it in a day trading account. But that's my day trade for Thursday, and this has been Day Trade Thursday. So this will probably be a weekly feature, but it will be audio only. Yeah. But if I can't give you advice, I'm not qualified to give you advice. I'm just learning day trading myself, so that I could probably do this for real at some point. But I'm just learning in the practice account using live share prices and picking my own trades. So I hope this helps you. Thanks for listening, and I'll stop it here because I've got to see if my battery starts again now. So yeah, Day Trade Thursday is a new feature. Take care. Thanks for listening. As per usual, I haven't got a clue why you do it, but thank you.